what's up, Scrappy peeps? It's Adele from Inkie Quill, and today we're following on from yesterday's video and catching up on a few of these pages that Violet and I started together. She really wanted to scrapbook with me, and so I just stuck a bunch of photos in and came back to do the embellishing later. I swear that December just keeps multiplying because I feel like I'm making headway. And then there's more and more and more of December to go. But once I finish my 2025 album, I'm going to be over the moon and do a happy dance because this year of memory keeping for me has been a really big one, a big transitional period, I feel. And finding this new scrappy muckabout, like hybrid scrapbook journal format has completely changed how I do things and my excitement and motivation to memory keep. And I think I'd love to know in the comments how you feel about where you're at in your journaling or scrapbooking journey. I hate that word so much. I'll tell you why I hate that word, and any other fellow millennials, Australian millennials around my age might also relate to this. But in year 12, when your final year of school, you do a big series of tests at the end of the year, as I'm sure is done around the world. And our topic was journey, and everything was about journeys, and we had to relate books to journeys and poems to journeys, and I got a bit journeyed out. So that's why I have a slight twitch when I hear the word journey now. Was anyone else in the same age bracket as me and had to go through the same thing? Anywho, but yes, so I really feel like the Scrubby Muckabout has just shaken my world up for the right way. So I will end 2025 with 5 Muckabout albums, and I will do some flip throughs. Not sure if they'll be, I think the first couple will be on Patreon because I was not as, I didn't hide layouts of like the kids in their school uniforms and their school friends or friends that don't want to be on social media, and so there'll be a lot of cover-up bits and bobs for that. So I'm not sure how I'm going to flip through, but we'll figure out a way. But if you are interested in the Muckabout process, I have tons of videos over there and how to make them and how to make them work for how you want them to be, whether that's a smaller size or a big chunker 12 by 12 like I do. All right, so while I've been yakking on about deep and meaningful feelings to do with scrapbooking, I am adding just a few little touches. I was really glad that I had a strawberry that I could add to my strawberry picture in the top left-hand page. And of course, there's always cat photos because we are the Crazy Cat House, and I love these little washi tape cat flakes that my beautiful friend bought me. And so I try to fling them on everything possible. Now, under this flap, the pink with the gold spotty vellum, there are more photos of our friend's baby. So I've just kept those under there. But I did go back and embellish those off camera as well. And one thing that I am struggling a bit with at the moment is having big labels like this yellow one here. I don't know. I feel like I have some labels hidden somewhere in my scrapbook stash, but I don't quite know where. And luckily I found this one, and you know what? It's not my favorite color. It's like a olive yellow, I guess you could say, like a real mustard yellow, like a Dijon mustard yellow. But because there are so many photos and so many colors in this page, it works. So that's the top tip. If you have a color of something that you don't like, put it on the really colorful, chaotic pages and all will be okay in the world. So I feel like that page was like a project lifestyle one. And then here we're going to work on 2 different layouts. So it's a triple process today. I have this little container where I have all of these unhoused little ephemera bits that just kind of float around my stash and find their way out of their packets. Are you a good person who keeps things together in the packets? Because sometimes I watch scrapbooking videos and journaling videos and people put their things back in the plastic packaging they came in, and I'm like, oh, you are so organised. And then there's me with the random miscellaneous containers times 5. Are you a neat and tidy crafter, or are you a chaos crafter like me? Each one is fine. We're all good. With whichever one you are. One of us probably has a lot less frustration when it comes to the actual crafting process, and it's not my category for sure. I'm trying to use up this clear sticker book. As you can see, well, it's not all clear, but a lot of the stuff that's left is clear. But as you can see, there's not much left, and so I'm trying to keep that on the top of my little sticker bundle that I have in my couch scrapping kit, which I have to do a new couch scrapping kit. I think that might help me finish December. The problem with doing a couch scrapping kit for December, though, is that I need to also have Christmas supplies along with just my regular everyday stickers and things. So that makes it a bit tricky. Maybe when I get to January, I'll make a new couch scrapping kit. I'll probably film a video on that for Patreon next month, I think. Yes, that's the plan. So in this part, I went through my little sprinkly bits container of stickers, and I wanted to add a whole bunch of different ones. Also wanted a bit of texture with that heart on the right-hand side, and then these puffy hearts. I do try to keep my Muckabouts puffless. Oh, can you hear that noise? That's the 3D printer. I don't know if you can hear it in the microphone, but it's having a moment. And it's having a moment. But I'm actually currently, well, I'm not, let's be real. Aaron, the tech man, is currently printing me some washi tape storage. So that will be another upcoming video in the next month or two, depending on how long it takes to print all of the little washi containers. But what was I saying? That thought has gone. The thoughts are fleeting at the moment. The kids went back to school this week. We've had 2 weeks of... Oh, sorry, this is going up next week. But the week that I'm recording this voiceover, the kids went back to school, and we've just been out of routine. And you know when you're just feeling a bit kerfuffled? That's how we're feeling right now. We had my bestie in town. I went away for a weekend for 2 nights. We had a big weekend at Winterfest down in Sydney, which was fantastic. We've had lots of play dates, lots of adventures, and not a lot of Inkie time, which was probably not a good time to do the Inkie July Marathon, but nevertheless we did. And yeah, it was a bit tricky, but we got here with only a couple of videos missed in the whole process. But we're here. So on this page, let me stop gas bagging. I'm in a chatty mood today. Sometimes when I film these voiceovers, I just am feeling extra tangenty and extra neurospicy. Today's that day. So wow, we are very quick there, sticking down and matting that photo. I thought that this was best on this left-hand side because it's on a very Christmassy paper. The full process of making this Christmas-themed Muckabout is on Patreon if you're interested. But one thing that is trickier with this particular Muckabout is the themed pages. I put in a bunch of Christmas things with the thought that I can use them because I have a lot of them, and there's only so much Christmas you can shove in an album. And B, if gets to a point where I have photos that aren't at all Christmas themed and I have a paper like this, I can just stick another paper on top and Bob's your uncle and it's all good. I haven't run into that problem yet, which is nice. The right-hand paper is technically a Christmas paper because it has holly leaves and berries, but you can barely tell. We'll pretend it's not there. Just ignore that I drew your eye to those holly berries. But on this left-hand side, I took a photo of just a cozy corner in my house. This is my favourite little corner in my house. It has changed now because, peeps, if you've been around for a long time, and I know a lot of you have been here pre-Archie, he's now 9.5, so you've been here for a long time. And if you watch the Mr and Mrs Rad vlogs, we love moving furniture. I think we all have raging ADHD and can't deal with the furniture being in the same place for more than a few months. And so this desk is no longer here. The Christmas tree is also no longer here, of course, because it's July. No shade on anyone who has their Christmas tree up all year round. You do you. I love that. If we did that, the cats would destroy it completely. It would be on the floor with a bunch of broken baubles. But I love this little corner. I love our gallery wall and just love it. So my challenge for you for today is to take a photo of your favourite spot in your house. It doesn't have to be perfect. It can be messy. It can be lived in. Just take a photo of it and document it somehow in a journal or a scrapbook. Thanks for watching today, peeps. Don't forget to hype the video if you can, or thumbs up it, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.